Because Cars is our #1 bisexual movie.
Yeah, well, and
what was Sally Carrera?
Non-binaries for Claro.
No, I'm literally obsessed.
Hey besties, welcome to
Literally Obsessed.
It's your girl Cassy
And your girl Brittany.
and your girl Brittany. Hi guys,
British.
welcome to a fun little episode. As you guys know, we have been talking about some music that we've been liking, and we previously have done a Wallows deep dive, and today we wanted to talk about music we love and we like listening to. So we're just going to kind of share and yap about some music, artists, albums that we love, that we've maybe always loved or just gotten into. You guys know we're big music girlies, so we had to share. We had to yap about it.
Oh, yeah.
Disclaimer, just got back from talking for like almost 2 hours about ghost stories and watching horror night videos. So if we're a little spooked, if we're feeling a little weird on energy,
That's why.
That's why. And
It's been a weird day for us, guys. It's been a weird day.
It's been a really weird day. This is our second episode we're filming in one day, and so like all brain cells have gone out the window, as well as like I don't know, like our fear has just intensified, so any little creak of a sound has been freaking us out.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to disclaim that if we're a little jumpy, because I'm fearful at the moment,
I
but
know.
it's okay. You know
Yeah.
what? It's all right. We're gonna live,
We're
but
gonna push through.
we're gonna make this
We're
at least fun for you
look
guys.
down the barrel of this camera for you guys.
That's the scariest part that I've ever heard all day. How do y'all feel about that, honestly? How do y'all feel about that?
Okay. Just a quick little content warning for you guys. Just, we cuss on here. We talk about some mature subjects.
Yes.
So throwing that out there.
Just throwing that out there. You guys know that
You guys know.
all right. Okay. So sorry I didn't write anything down. Honestly,
God,
I
you're
should've prepped
good.
a little bit more, but
No, you're good.
well, let's just go into
Let's just have a conversation.
let's just have a fucking combo. Let's just fuck that. Unfiltered. Literally obsessed, unfiltered.
I
Okay.
just wrote down like talking points to hopefully
Yeah.
get me to the next thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right, start us off.
Okay, well, this is so fucking annoying. I put obviously Wallows.
You guys know we're Wallows girlies.
We are Wallows girlies.
Check
I'm
out our
obsessed with
episode.
Wallows. Yeah, check out our
I feel like
episode.
we can't even like debunk that or debrief that because we've
No, there's nothing to say. I just why talk about music I'm obsessed with and not bring them up.
bringing them up.
So that I just had
Yeah.
to throw that out
No,
there.
love them.
Favorite artist.
Hope they're watching. I hope they watched the
Hi.
episode, but also don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Swiftie.
Mm-hmm.
Kill me, whatever. Brittany has opinions on that,
Uh-huh.
but she's supportive
Mm-hmm.
for me, so I appreciate that.
Always.
But that's my obvious lover.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
I also put the 1975. They are my other favorite band.
Okay. What's your favorite song? We have I think we have a very similar.
My favorite song from the 1975.
Yes.
Did you want me to say it?
I feel like we talked about the same song being our favorite or one of our
Maybe.
favorites.
Somebody else.
Yes, but I was thinking another song,
Oh.
but that is also one of my favorite songs.
What song are you thinking of?
You know what song I'm thinking about.
Is it about you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's not my favorite.
I thought that was your favorite. No, somebody else is your favorite. You're right. You're right.
But that album is great.
That one's amazing.
And I will say I saw them also in Vegas.
Vegas is your spot.
Vegas is a good spot for concerts because the venues are smaller. It's like a smaller crowd. But yeah, I saw them for their, I think it was literally the 1975 at their very best tour and religious experience.
Really?
Yeah. There was a storyline that carried you through the concert.
I feel like they do a really good job of making
They're
it.
so
like,
artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing.
They had like a part 1 and a part 2. They played for so long. Like I was impressed, but they played pretty much like all of the being funny in a foreign language. Wait. Yeah. I was like, wait, am I mixing them up? Their albums are always like so fucking
long.
They played like pretty much the entirety. It was very weird. They were very much like persona, like wouldn't really talk to anybody, like wouldn't make eye contact, very serious, and played a couple other songs. And then they had like a transition period where they left, changed, and then they came back, and the transition song for them to come back out and like go into the second act, which was technically them at their very best, was If You're Too Shy, Let Me Know.
Oh,
and
really?
it was like such a good like intro to get everyone like back hyped up. Then they came out and they were like, all right, Las Vegas, let's rock. And I was like, there they are. It was really good.
When was this again?
I think it was last year.
Oh,
last like October.
That was the most recent concert for the 1975. Yeah, I remember you going to that.
They filmed, live streamed their Madison Square Garden
Right.
show.
That's
It's
right.
on YouTube, and you could pretty much, it's like the same concert.
I should watch it.
It's so good. That's the one where he ate raw meat. Did you hear about that?
Huh?
He didn't at my concert.
He ate raw meat.
Well, I don't really think it's raw meat. I think
It could be. It's Matty Healy.
It could be. I don't
Healy's
think
crazy.
it is, because you would literally like get salmonella.
People do it, dude.
Okay,
People
well maybe.
do it. It's weird.
Maybe. I'm just saying, like, I also think it could just be disguised
He's
to look
playing
like
it up.
raw
That makes
meat.
sense. That makes
Like,
sense.
he's an artist.
He's a rock star.
He's a rock star,
likes to
guys.
look a little
He-
grungy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he loves to get people talking.
Yeah. No,
So.
that's cool. I would like to go see them in person. I just don't
They're
know
really
too
good.
many, and I would feel fake.
You should listen to them.
I should listen to them more.
I'll give you like some good songs to listen
Okay,
to.
good. I'm just gonna put this out there as one point. I do love the most basic artists. Kill me,
Sue her.
sue me. You know, I think. Okay, let me just preface this. I feel like there's nothing wrong with liking basic artists or
Yeah.
popular artists. They're
Yeah.
popular for a reason.
I agree.
And when people are like, oh, you like blah, 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 they're so basic and you're such a normie, that they like to say.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if they make good music, I'm going to like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so may I agree with what they do outside of like their art? No. But, you know, I sometimes will listen to their music. So
Right.
like Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, we love Miss Olivia Rodrigo.
Of course.
Our queen. And then like, why did I go blank? Who's another big one?
Like a pop girly?
Yeah, pop girly. Who am I missing? Chapel Roan.
She's canceled.
She's canceled,
right
but
now.
currently, we'll see.
I
What
don't
hap-
know. It seems like everybody likes her again.
It's because
Y'all are
I think
giving
she's
me
gonna come out with another
whiplash.
album. I'm gonna listen to it.
Chapel, just really.
I love you, but we need to.
Don't say separate the art from the artist.
No. I was gonna say we need
We need
to
a factory
figure this
reset.
out. We need to figure this out.
Yeah.
We need to figure this out.
We need a PR team for you, girly.
I want you to succeed, so I want you to, have like a good support system for your work. But with that being said, like Ariana Grande, all of them, really, I feel like they've been producing really good music, like Eternal Sunshine. Did you listen to it in full?
There might have been a couple songs I haven't listened to, but I know most of them.
She had like live versions that she came out with for like the 7-month anniversary of the book of the album. Those were really, really pretty, and you can tell her training for Glinda came through. Highly recommend listening to those.
Okay.
But I think that whole album was really great. I've never seen her live, but I would love to see her. Sabrina Carpenter, we have sometimes mixed feelings about Sabrina Carpenter.
There's just something that great songs. She's catchy. Obviously, this new album is like a bop. There is something about her. Don't cancel me, guys. That is like preventing me from liking her. And I can't put my finger on it.
I know. It's hard.
There's just something about her that's just giving me like, ugh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of hate her. Like I'll vibe to the music, but I do kind of hate her.
I feel a weird way about her. It's either I love her, I'm in love with her, or like I despise her. Like it's a weird mix. Her whole situation with Olivia Rodrigo though was
that really pissed me off.
That was a little rough for
It's
sure.
hard for me to look past that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And I know like she wasn't the issue to begin with.
Yeah.
That wasn't her fault, but I think the reaction was not awesome that
Yeah.
she had. But
I just thought of
wasn't
something.
it?
I don't think I ever told you this story. There was a time at work where me and Joey were talking about it. So me and one of our friends, something happened. We brought it up. More people came in to the situation and they were like, what are you guys talking about? So we were just like, oh, you know, like, I don't know if this is a safe place to talk about how we don't like Sabrina Carpenter. Our coworkers were like, oh yeah, totally safe, but then really like defending Ariana Grande, and we were just like, Sabrina Carpenter. And we were like, right, like, we're not saying we hate her, we were just saying blah blah blah, and they like kept defending her. We were just like, okay, like, you know, we're backing off. So one girl, never met her before, okay, she's like, I have to like Sabrina Carpenter because like I grew up watching Girl Meets World. I'm like, yeah, totally fair. And I was like, yeah, there's just like something about her that's just like preventing me from liking her. And she goes, is it because she's like too pretty?
And so you did tell me about
and I
this.
went, no. And I just walked away. And then later Joey goes, hey, that was in a safe space to talk about how we didn't like Sabrina Carpenter. And I was like, no, we gotta get out of here. Like, they canceled us.
They canceled you right there.
So then, yeah, one of the guys that was there, like, he makes jokes about it now because we told him about it. And then like the other day he said something and I said something and he was like, is it because you're too pretty?
And I was god, like, oh my god, you girl.
No, he said he doesn't like Sabrina Carpenter either.
Okay.
But
no,
he thought it was like a wild comment.
That is a wild comment.
Like, I was like, she just called me ugly.
She did.
Like, she said it's because she's like fucking beautiful and gorgeous, and you're like
literally the scum of the earth.
Yeah.
You're literally so ugly. My eyes are burning.
Yeah.
Imagine she said that. That would be crazy.
I would have gone to HR.
You would have been like, bye, girl.
Yeah.
No, people will say that and they're like, do you think that she's just too pretty? And I'm like, well, I don't say that because I feel like appearance shouldn't like matter in a sense. More of like, she like popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Nepo
Nepo baby feels like. So I'm just interested to see how the rest of like the next couple of years will be for her.
Yes. I think she's going to be so embarrassed of this little horny era she's going through.
She is going through a little horny era.
I'm like, okay, you're like 25 and like it's fun and cute. What about when you're 30?
Yeah.
Are you going to be singing about...
Maybe she will.
Maybe she will.
Maybe she will. Look at Ariana Grande. She did the same thing.
So fair.
You know what? But not sex shaming. I'm not
sorry.
I'm not.
Let me clarify.
we are not the people to do that.
Yeah.
For sure, for what the content we make. But I will say though,
it's just too much sometimes.
Sometimes it's like oh, okay.
It's a little too much.
All right. I will give her power though. I don't know if you did, but the Vogue interview, her talking about her concert and like the concept of it.
Oh, I've seen clips of it, I think.
It made me really appreciate it a little bit more.
Do you know the stage is supposed to be a dick?
Yes, I think it's supposed to be a dick.
And then it
raises up during Juno.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of a good thing.
It's not.
I would make my stage a dick too.
Some things that she does that I'm like, girl, it's just too. It's too
so funny though.
How far can you go on this like horny?
Let's
kick?
see. I want to see.
You know,
let's see how far she goes.
I don't know, and maybe that's what's irritating me. Is I'm like, you're writing. I'm gonna get canceled.
You're gonna get canceled hard. I can't wait.
I'll stop.
I think. I'm really interested in what you're gonna say though.
I just, you know what? I'm not fucking scared. Okay. I just think she's writing subpar lyrics.
That's a fair point though, Brittany.
Thank you, Cassy.
That's not like a cancelable.
No, I'm sure people will.
They cancel everybody.
But
who cares?
she's writing like subpar lyrics. Like about sex, and it's just like, okay, girl, like fucking move on. Can you write a song about anything else, please? You know,
I don't know, Brittany, that sounds like slut shaming.
I'm not slut shaming. I wouldn't be slut shaming if she was writing good lyrics.
That's fair.
But like saying things like come ride on me. I mean, camaraderie. It's like, wow, fucking Shakespeare over here. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, and everyone's like, that's like so clever and funny and cute of her. I'm like, it's really not that hard. I think I could have come up with that.
I would love to see it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Bet. I'll come up with a new song by next week.
Let's do it, Brittany.
I just think, I don't know, just some of her lyrics, it's like I wish that the lyrics were better because the beat is like so good and catchy. Some of it is just like, this is subpar Sabrina.
She's very much an entertainer. So I feel like it's a shock value thing that she'll do with her writing.
Yeah, probably.
To make it, like, oh my God, she said what?
Yeah.
And like, that's what gets people talking and like feeling like they're vibing with it. Short thing though, her other part of the concept of the tour for a short and sweet, I think it's cute that she does it in like different rooms and the whole like concert is a party. So it goes from like her getting ready for the party, getting in her feels, and then going and like partying up, and that's all her hype beat songs. And then there's like a low point of the night where she like sits and talks to everybody in a 70s conversation pit.
Right.
And then it's like a spin the bottle thing, and then it's like the after party,
right? And
then she settles it out for like afterwards at the end of the night. And so it's like it goes within like a storyline. And I was like, I appreciate that because some artists just go out there and sing, which it's like that's cool. Just like I like when artists have like a rhyme and a reason to what they're performing.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's all I'll say about Sabrina Carpenter. But anyways, love her new album. For a bunch of different songs. And then you guys know we like Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh yes,
we went to her Guts concert, her Guts tour. It was so much fun.
She can do no wrong.
She literally can do no wrong. She's so cute. I love her.
Our cute, talented, amazing
Filipina Mexican girl queen.
Olivia Rodriguez.
That little Mexico be crying.
So I think this goes for both of us. I have been obsessed with Noah Kahan and Hozier lately. Perfect fall vibes. I've just been obsessed with them. Oh my God, I can't talk. We've talked so much today. I physically can't speak another word.
It's fine. It's awesome. We have Mariah, who's one of my besties, my roomie. She has been talking about Noah Kahan, and she like got into him, and I was like, oh my God, this is weird for you. Like this doesn't isn't that weird for her?
You tell her that I said
I'm gonna tell her
that's weird.
I'm gonna send her this clip.
Mariah, this one's
for you, girl. No, she like listened to Stick season once, which I feel like is a pretty common.
Yeah, and that's in my opinion not his.
No,
like a lower tier song,
and that's like saying something for him because that's a good song.
Yeah,
but the rest of that album is so good. But yeah, she like recently got into it. I was like, okay, pop off, girl. Love that.
If y'all are wondering why I'm attacking her right now, it's because we were talking about music the other day, and I mentioned that I had gone to Camp Flog Gnaw, and she said that I did not give Camp Flog Gnaw vibes, but couldn't back up why I was not giving Camp Flog Gnaw vibes. And she does not strike me as a Noah Kahan person.
Can you please tell the public now if you are a Camp Flog Gnaw person?
I think I am.
I definitely
considering
think you
I've
are.
been.
Considering
I went for a lot of. I went in 2018. If y'all know, you know. Saw Wallows. Saw Billie Eilish before she blew up. Saw Brockhampton. Tyler the Creator, obviously. Kids See Ghosts. Rex Orange County. Post Malone.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people. I wanted to go this year, but damn it.
I don't even know the lineup.
It is kind of crazy, actually. It's it's actually really good.
Okay.
But what was I talking about? Oh, we've talked about it. You haven't listened to Tyler's new album, right?
No.
You gotta listen to it
like this weekend. Yeah.
It's really good.
I'm behind on everything, guys. I'm behind on music. I'm behind on movies, shows.
I'm beating her up yesterday about it.
Yeah.
But no, going back to yours, like the fall vibes, it leads into winter for sure. But yeah, Hozier is always going to be our
love him,
our lover boy.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. I guess this kind of fits in with the fall vibes. My next people kind of fit in. Phoebe Bridgers. I'm obsessed with her. Love her. I remember back 2017, 2018. One of my best friends, Veronica, was super into Phoebe. She still is, but she was super into Phoebe Bridgers. And I remember her telling me about her. And there was a time where we went to go see Wallows at the observatory. And we like went there. Wallows was playing in like the main room. if you've been there. Have you been to the observatory? Okay. And then there's the Constellation Room, which is like even smaller. So we were going and Phoebe Bridgers was playing in the Constellation Room.
That's crazy.
I didn't know who she was at the time. My friend was like, oh, Phoebe Bridgers is here. And she was like, oh my God, I love Phoebe Bridgers. Like, fuck, she's going to be in the room next to us. But, you know, we went and saw Wallows. And I was just like, oh, okay, like I'll listen to her. So she like introduced me to some of her songs. But crazy how she like blew up.
She blew up.
Like, also, like, damn, I could have seen her in the Constellation Room.
That would have been
and
crazy.
It's a fucking tiny venue. If you guys haven't been
venue.
there, tiny.
No, she's amazing.
Yeah, I love her.
Well deserved.
Love her, and I love Bo Burnham, and I love them together.
They're so weird and good together.
Yeah,
like what a weird
I'm like
pairing.
a little sad and confused about her fiance, and I also like the lore between her and like Marshall, who's her drummer. Don't get me started. But I love
Crazy
her
lore.
and Bo.
Did you listen to a lot of Boy Genius?
I've listened to the album. Yeah, I really like the album. I think I like Phoebe on her own better.
That's very fair. That's an opinion I've heard a lot.
I mean, they're different vibes.
There are different
for
vibes.
sure.
I feel like Phoebe just writes so poetically.
Oh, she does.
Like it's in such a beautiful way.
I was just listening to her yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Have to bring up this lyric. I was listening to Moon Song.
Ooh, deep cut.
I might mess up the lyrics, but it's like something. Wait, I gotta look it up. Actually, I don't want to butcher it. Honestly,
Can't butcher Phoebe.
I can't butcher it because it's like literal poetry. The chorus. You couldn't have stuck your tongue down the throat of somebody who loves you more. So I will wait for the next time you want me, like a dog with a bird at your door. Isn't that crazy? When I sing that chorus, I'm like, so I'll wait like a dog with a bird at your door. It's so good.
I swear she knows how to make like songs that like
I would never think of that.
No, I See You was always
Oh,
fucked up. That's a fucked up song.
Started on
That's a
I See You,
fucked
and
up-
that's about her and Marshall, and he sings on it with her.
That's a fucked up song.
I know.
It's a fucked up song.
I know.
It's a fucked up song. But love you, Phoebe.
Yeah,
Like
love
live,
you.
laugh, love you. Love you so much.
Live, laugh, love you.
Live, laugh, love you. Recently, do you listen to Jungle?
A little bit. I only know a couple songs, which it's so weird because I love every song I've heard.
Yeah.
So like, why do I not listen to them more?
Jungle
I couldn't tell
is just such a boppy vibe.
Yeah.
If I'm like upset or like down,
Yeah.
I'll definitely I'll put them on.
Back on 74.
No.
Catch me listening to that
on
like
Fortnite
every day.
Get me on Fortnite with this fucking emote. No, Jungle is like been one of my favorites, and one that's tied to them, which really isn't because they're two separate genres, are The Sacred Souls. Do you know them too?
I don't think. Maybe like I've known a song,
yeah,
or I know a song, but
they have a couple ones that got trending on TikTok, unfortunately. But they have some like deep cuts that I'm like,
okay.
they're very like a modern 50s kind of like love soul song.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
I'll play one for you.
Okay, yeah.
And it mellows me out a little bit.
Okay.
It mellows me out.
Yeah, I
but-
need new music to listen to. So.
Yeah, they're like Jungle and like These Sacred Souls I'll put on in like my living room, and I'll just like sit and think.
Okay.
They're good. They're
Okay.
good.
I know we have talked about this person and our conflicting opinions about her.
Yep.
Gracie Abrams.
Yeah.
Kind of love her, kind of hate her.
Kind of hate her.
But have you listened to her new song, That's So True?
No.
I love her new song.
You like it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You-
Okay. I've never heard
Okay, I
it.
was like, wait, why are you acting like
I don't know, because every song I hear from her, I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
So,
I'll show it to you. I want your opinion.
okay.
Because I think that Risk is also a great song. Fair. Fair.
Can I share an opinion?
Of course.
If this is a safe place
It's our
for you guys.
podcast.
It's our podcast. I don't care. Come at me. Whatever. Gracie Abrams is someone I don't know if I can get behind because of some certain allegations that she's had.
What happened? Maybe I don't know about
I don't
this.
want to butcher it of what exactly happened or if it's been cleared, but there was like rumor that she talked to someone underage. like an underage guy.
Oh no.
You have never never heard about this?
I literally don't know that much. Like, I just listened to a couple songs.
Okay.
Yeah. I just know that she's a fucking Nepo baby.
She's her dad's a J.J. Abrams.
And
so
like denies it.
Yeah. She doesn't.
So like, that's what I mean when it's like, I hate her, but I like some of her songs.
I'll have to show you it, but like, it's lore that I found out like a while ago.
Okay.
And ever since then, it's just I've never gotten a full great vibe from it.
Fair.
Because everyone, like all her fans, like have totally dismissed it. And you're like, okay.
You know she's friends with Taylor Swift. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm not a Taylor Swift like defender
You
for
are.
life.
You are.
But like not like that.
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Because you are.
But you know, she's a celebrity. She's going to bring on people who are very popular in her tour, and Gracie Abrams was the one person I didn't care for at all.
Yeah.
She opened for one of my shows. She opened for my show. She had two openers. She had Gracie Abrams and Haim. That's how you say their name. I didn't watch the Gracie Abrams because I just didn't. I can't get behind her. I'm sorry. I'll say like one song that I've liked. Can't even remember what it is.
Okay.
I've heard some catchy stuff. I think she sounds like every other indie girl artist.
That's fair.
That's my opinion.
Again, like, kind of hate her.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a couple songs. So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't get the greatest vibes. Yeah. And if she's friends with Taylor, then whatever. Don't care.
Fair.
I don't associate it with her.
Okay, fair. All right, another indie girly for you. Holly Humberstone. How do you feel about her?
The same, like about with Crazy Abrams.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Unfortunately. But maybe because I haven't got into her a lot.
I like her. I especially like Sleep Tight by her.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay, it's a pretty good song.
Really? I should listen to it. Maybe I just haven't.
I will say there's like a couple times where I'm like, dude, I can't tell who's who.
Right.
Holly Humberstone, Gracie Abrams, and Lizzie McAlpine. Sometimes I'm just like, they all fucking sound the same.
Throw in Madison Beer.
Yeah. Like they all sound the same.
I think it's that like,
so like guitar singer songwriter.
It's that like indie cursive talk that's sometimes not always cursive. Like not Tate McRae cursive, but like in that like quiet like small like vocals. It sounds all the same to me. And like people might say that sounds like an untalented ear to like hear like, oh, it just all sounds the same. I'm like, no, it's just if your ballads all sound the same, right. I get it. Like lyrics speak higher than that sometimes,
right?
But I just can't get behind it. Yeah, with all respect.
No,
so sorry.
I respect that.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell ya.
Very fair.
I feel like there's someone else that I saw that and I was like, but go ahead, please go ahead.
Remy Wolf. I love Remy. I specifically love Soup and Cinderella. Those are
Cinderella is a classic.
Me and the boys in the hotel lobby.
Dude, Cinderella was like, that came out like what?
I mean, the album's like a year.
That one? Is it a year only?
2? Is it? She's touring it right now.
It did come out this year.
Oh, this year. Okay, yeah. I was like, it's fairly new because she just has been touring it.
Oh, I'm thinking of We Love Dogs. Like this was a couple years ago. That one was the one I got. Well, no, I want to say I got into her a little earlier than that because of Wallows. But what's the song I'm thinking of right now? Hold on.
Photo ID.
Maybe.
Photo ID is so good. I will say. So John really.
Photo ID is really good.
Yeah, John really likes Remy Wolf also, and like he was the one that showed me Photo ID because I hadn't heard that song. But like recently, he was like, "Was I the one that got you into Remy Wolf?" I said, I'm gonna stop you right there. I've known about Remy Wolf since way before she was ever even like popular.
When she just had all her singles.
Like, not to be a hipster, but I was like, I knew I knew about her because of Wallows, and like she would co-write songs with them and stuff. So I was like, yes, you did introduce me to Photo ID, but like I have known who she is since like 2017.
Yeah. Liz, that's a single.
Okay.
I think that's been out. That one was like something that I loved a lot. I would listen to that on repeat. But then Soup. I love Soup.
Soup is
Soup
so
is
good.
so good.
That whole album is just like truly a bop. Whenever I need like a pick me up,
Yeah.
that's the
So
album
good.
that I listen to.
She should have released her cover of Life is a Highway.
Dude, don't even get me started.
Like-
I wanted to see her just to see that.
Yeah. So good.
Did you see too? They're like with the fucking like bi flag.
Yeah.
Life is a highway. Like what?
Because Cars is our #1 bisexual movie.
Yeah, well, and
And
what was
Sally Carrera.
non-binaries for Claro?
Claro.
There is
Non-binaries for Claro,
this
guys.
flag that Claro posted, and it is Sally Carrera from Cars, and it says non-binaries for Claro, and we were like, what is the lore
fuck
that we are missing? Apparently, people think that Claro looks like Sally, the blue Porsche,
Blue Porsche from Cars.
and we kind of see it.
They're not wrong.
But I don't know, non-binaries for Claro, I guess.
Non-binaries for Claro. Hate to say it, but
Yeah.
I love it. Speaking of gay artists,
Okay. Go on.
How do you feel about Billie Eilish?
I love Billie Eilish.
Do you love Billie?
Yeah.
Did you like her new album?
Why am I forgetting songs that... Oh,
Hit
yeah.
Me. Yeah.
I was like, wait, why am I mixing up her albums? Yes, I think... so let me throw it out there. I have been following Billie Eilish since, like, Ocean Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, loved her, like, EP and, like, listened to her, like, before... I'm sounding like a hipster. But, like, listened to her, like, before she got really big. And I was like, this girl's so talented. I love that in this album, I feel like she shows off more of her, like... voice, like in Skinny. I was like, oh, she's
Skinny's
an
so
artist. She's like, her voice is beautiful. But I will say, like, it's not an album that I find I find myself only picking the songs that I like. I don't know. All to say, like, I stick to like Skinny, Lunch, Birds of a Feather.
Wildflower is one of my favorites.
I do like Wildflower.
The Greatest is also really good.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, well now I'm like, well, fuck.
That's the whole album.
The whole album. Okay, I guess I do like a majority of the album.
I don't know. I just think that she's finally shining into her like actual like vibe of music. I feel like Happier Than Ever was also kind of different for her.
Yeah, she's gone through a lot of
genres
phases.
phases of music, which is cool.
I do miss like old school Billie. I want more like Bad Guy, like bring
weird
back that vibe, but like this vibe too.
Yeah, this vibe is pretty good.
I did see a thing where somebody was ranking like singers, and they said like Billie Eilish, great vocalist, but her style of music holds her back.
I mean that's Phineas though.
That's very fair though.
Yeah,
it's Phineas's style and stuff too.
But also Phineas by himself is really good. Have you listened to him? So good
and very different from the music him and Billie come out with.
I don't know. I do
Dream
love
producer.
Dream producer, but love that it's like brother and sister together.
Yeah, it's so
that's
cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
Another lesbian that we love. I'm just kidding. I don't think Billie's lesbian, but she's gay.
I don't know what
she's
Billie
queer.
identifies
She's
as
queer.
right now.
She's queer. Do you know Fletcher? Have you heard Fletcher?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Mariah got me onto Fletcher.
Okay, maybe I'll have
More
to hear
lesbian
a
pop
song.
Lesbian pop. I think you've heard heard her before. Renee Rapp.
Renee Rapp.
Love Renee Rapp. Let me just say,
I thought you didn't like Renee Rapp.
why would you expose me like that?
Oh, sorry.
Cut that out. Just kidding. You can put that in. I used to not like Renee Rapp.
Okay. I wanted clarification.
You want clarification as to why?
Because I remember being like, I'm obsessed, and you were like, you felt the same way I felt about Sabrina Carpenter.
That's honestly very fair. But look at this growth. Because I think she had a couple songs that before she came out with like her album, right? Did she have like a couple songs before that?
I think so. Yeah.
Or maybe I listened to her album and like we've talked about this. Sometimes whenever we listen to new songs or new albums, it takes a couple listens for me to get into it. That's even with like Taylor Swift. First time I listened to her new album, barely liked it. Yeah. But you know, like the more and more you listen to it, the better it gets. Right. That's what I felt about this one. I just was like, I don't really know if I vibe with it. Like, I don't really know. But I think I just love her aura. I think she's like a cool person.
Yeah.
Also probably because I've seen her IRL at a little club.
Right.
She was with Toa, which was like iconic.
I was about to say,
Literally
do
so
we just
iconic.
like go into Toa Bird?
Oh, I think we should just go
Okay.
into Toa Bird. But like literally they were the sweetest looking people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
They looked so in love and I absolutely was obsessed.
Yeah.
But I've gotten a lot more into Renee rap. So
Okay.
for all our queer people, I love the gays. Like they're just the best. So I love them.
Okay, cool.
Let it be said. They
Yeah.
make like it's the best music.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say going into, I had Toa Bird written lower, but
Iconic.
bring her up now.
Literally iconic.
Iconic. Such a great album.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I don't imagine because they perform together sometimes.
Well, I think she's a guitarist for Renee Rapp.
Is it like official? Or was that after like they got together? I don't
think it was
know that.
Before,
Was it?
and it was like rumored that they were dating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But iconic. That's so hot. I love it. Like I love them. Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah. No, I'm just a big fan of her album.
A talented fucking guitarist.
So talented.
Talented fucking guitarist.
Yeah, she's
like
played for like Olivia Rodrigo too. What song is it? There's one song I'm like obsessed with. I mean, I'm obsessed with the whole album, but Drain Me.
that's
So
a good song,
good.
dude.
I just feel like the album gives me, maybe not all of it, but like a good majority of it just gives me like 2000s
Yes.
coming of age like vibes.
I would so see that in like a movie.
Yeah.
Like the album has a
Yes.
really like good movie essence. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, actually, I did have Toa Bird next, but
Period. Look at us. Look at us.
just gonna throw out Japanese House. Love them.
Literally. Okay. In high school, I was a big indie girl.
Okay.
Big indie girl. Japanese House. A couple of their songs with like Cage the Elephant would be thrown in there. What else am I thinking about?
Is it? I feel like I think I know who you're talking about. Is the song they sing Pool House?
Yes.
The Backseat Lovers?
Yes. Thank you so much. I was gonna say Pool House, but I was like, that's not their
That's
name.
the song, yeah.
That's their name. That's their song. But they like all like clashed within like my playlist in high school.
Yeah.
And so Japanese House was like one of like my favorites. And then when we've talked about it before, and I was like, you know them too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know a ton of songs, but just every time I hear it, it's such
Always
a
a
vibe.
fucking
Like,
bop.
Touching Yourself
Touching
is
Yourself
such
is
a
so
good
good.
song. Just like a good vibe to have like in the background.
Sunshine Baby is also a really good one. They have a Saw You in a Dream as a classic. That's from like 2016 lore.
Yes.
But yeah, I really love them. They are. Why is Sabrina Carpenter in this indie mix? Sorry.
See what I mean? They're really pushing
They
her.
really push her. You need to get on the Marias. I gotta get
I
you
did
on
listen
them.
to I listened to their album after you told me to.
Uh-huh.
And then I watched their Tiny Desk.
The Tiny Desk is so
So
good.
yeah. I see what you mean though. It's like kind of like you have to be in a mood to listen.
Yeah.
They're very like chill.
They're very chill.
But yeah, I think I've definitely heard some of their songs before. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I haven't gone like out of my way to listen to them.
they're my like Zen
Yeah.
group. Like I just feel very like calm and relaxed.
Yeah, she has a very calming
It's so beautiful to me.
voice.
Yeah. Really, really love them.
Yeah.
Their lore is also just crazy, but I really love the Marias so much. They're they're just so good.
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever listened to The Drums?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I've been getting back into them recently, and I'm just like obsessed with them. I love them.
What kind of genre is it?
Like indie, alternative. Okay, so fun story. God, we really can't go anywhere without talking about Wallows. But so like back in the day, and I was like reminded about this through a TikTok, but they were very like vocal about, they still are, but I feel like not as much, but they were very vocal about artists that they liked. And so I loved because like I have very similar music tastes to them in a lot of ways. So they would like post about like artists that they liked, or like, I don't know if you followed them back then, but they would come up with Spotify playlists that were called Driving with Wallows. And they would like curate it literally is so cute. Our boyfriend's curating Spotify lists for us.
My own they burnt a CD for us.
No, literally, it's a love letter to us. But so anyway, I remember that like Brayden had talked about the drums, and I was just like, oh, okay. Like it was to the point where I was like, everything that he has been like posting about, or him and Dylan or whatever were posting, I was liking. So I listened to them and I like got super into them, and there's just like fun little indie like alternative. I'll show you some of their songs. They're pretty good though.
Oh my god, okay. I need more music, so this makes sense.
Yeah, and I've been like re-listening to them recently. I'm like, oh, I like them. Oh, and you know what? Somebody I didn't write down, but same vibe. Do you listen to Alex G?
Oh, my dad
No way.
is obsessed.
There's no way.
Obsessed. Like
With Alex G?
Yeah.
Formerly known as Sandy Alex G?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Upset. I'll show you. He has like playlists.
Oh my god, I
Isn't that
love
so funny?
Alex G.
Isn't that so funny?
That is so funny and so random. I would never imagine. I mean, I don't like personally know your dad, but
I think there. What song? I can't think. I'm gonna have to look it up and show you because it's really funny.
okay.
You saying that, I was like, my father.
Oh my god, but I literally love him, and like Bobby is one of my favorite
that so
songs. It's beautiful. Like he's not
I know.
a great singer,
But like
but the
vibe.
music and the vibe, beautiful. Bobby is so good. Sarah is so good. Like I love him.
So random. I think my dad just like heard a random playlist with him in.
Oh, that's so funny. I've been getting like back into him because it's been a while since I've listened to him, and I'm like, why did I give up on him?
like,
you know,
I'm sorry, I didn't
like,
mean
I'm
to give
back.
up on you.
But
An artist that is like my like favorite, I think almost of all time, I think forever will always be forever. Mac Miller. I'm a big Mac Miller girly. Especially, I think I got even like more into him after he died, unfortunately. But my brother was like always so big into him, and Circles was an album that came out like after he died. But it is by far one of my favorite albums ever. I'll listen to that like front to back, just like on repeat. I think I want to even get like a tattoo of like lyrics from him. It was like I'm always too busy dreaming was on my like grad cap. Like truly, I don't talk about Mac Miller a lot, but I don't know, it's a comfort artist for me, and a lot of his music is just always so good. Like Divine Feminine album was like peak for me, and then the Circles became like number one. But just a good vibe. Very big classic for me.
I mean, I don't listen to him too much, but everything I've heard from him has always been good.
Just so
and
good.
Been a vibe. I love the Spins. Listen to that.
Spins is always
Spins. The Spins.
The Spins. Yeah. it's a fun boppy like coming of age song.
Literally listen to that all the time. Okay, next up I have one of our newer favorite artists, Lauve. I think is how you would actually pronounce Lauve or something like that.
Yeah,
but she said that the more American is like
Lauve. We literally were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah,
love her.
She is this generation's Judy Garland.
Don't kill me, don't come for me, but like
sue me.
I started getting into her like I would say like in the past year or so. I
mean, she's newer. I don't remember hearing or is she not? I personally don't remember hearing about her like earlier than this year.
Not to sound like I hate
Go for it. I've been doing it this whole episode.
She was on like TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but she was on TikTok like during like 2020.
Oh, okay.
Like, during like quarantine, and I remember I would watch her covers all the time.
Got it. Okay.
She would like do covers, or she would like write her own music and like release them on TikTok, and like
I see.
she would like show them off. And then I think like 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, it was about like 2 years ago. She started to become like a lot bigger, and then she like made an album, a couple like songs on her album, and then she made her like most recent one.
Right.
But she's always kind of had this like really beautiful like old fashioned jazz / like I don't know how to explain it, like
it's very heavily jazz influenced, but I mean, it just every song that she sings, maybe not every, most songs that she sing, I'm like, this is Judy Garland.
Yeah, her voice
reincarnated, I think.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, I love that her voice isn't too far from her speaking voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like she's trying to have this old jazzy sound.
Yeah, it's just how she sounds.
It's naturally how she sounds.
And
like,
she's great live, because I've watched her Tiny Desk also. She sounds exactly the same.
She's so good.
Yeah.
And her sister, like, imagine like playing around with like her twin sister.
Oh,
Yunya.
I didn't know she had a twin. Okay.
Yeah, she has an identical twin.
Oh, okay.
Looks exactly like her. I think her name is, I don't want to mispronounce. It's like Yunya.
Okay.
It's Junia, but the way she says it is really cool.
Is she a singer too?
No,
I feel like I've seen that name before somewhere.
She's a violinist, and like they play a lot of instruments, both of them.
Oh wow, okay.
But she plays like the violin with her on, on some of her like concerts, and so it's really cute. They're really close, but people will like mistake Yunya for Lave like all the time, and she's like, I'm not her. It's the other one. It's the other twin.
Okay.
But she's really cute. I love her music. It's so good. We need to go watch it.
Yeah.
We need to go watch it.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
Should we talk about some like old time music that we like?
Oh, okay.
Like oldies?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say not within the 2000s.
So like 90s,
80s, 70s.
Okay.
People.
All right.
You don't have to name a lot, but we can because I don't know.
Well, dang, there's so many.
There's a lot.
There's literally so many.
I've always been a very big music girl because of my dad.
Uh-huh.
He's huge in like 70s, 80s, R&B, like disco, pop, all of that kind of stuff. So he's put me on to a lot of people. He obviously, like, everyone knows Michael Jackson.
Right.
He was a big thing for me when I was little. I was obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, same.
Prince. I have always really loved like soul music.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they called? Oh my god. Why am I blanking? There's a band that my dad saw at their house.
Wow.
In like the 80s.
Okay.
He got invited by like one of the brothers in the band.
Dang, how fun.
I was like, Dad, what the fuck? He's like, I could have died, but like it was fun.
Living the dream.
It was like a good time for him. Switch. It's like this very big soul group, and they have a bunch of songs that Bruno Mars have actually like sampled.
Oh, okay.
So it's cool to see like now artists are like sampling stuff from back then, and my dad really likes it. So old timers like that. We just have never been like a huge like rock people from like the 80s or anything like that. Like Kiss was never something we were into.
Okay, yeah.
But like more of like the slow R&B, and then getting into like hip hop in the 90s was like a big thing for my family. So
yeah.
But those are a couple people that I like for like the oldies.
Yeah, I feel like I talk about this all the time, that I'm like so thankful that my parents had like good music taste, or just like listen to a wide variety of like artists. Because I mean, obviously, yeah, they listen to the big ones like Michael Jackson, Prince, like ABBA, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah,
the Beatles. ABBA. But it's like my parents were also very into like different types of music. So I would say my dad was a little bit more like typical, like he listened to like the Police and like that kind of music. My mom is a little bit more like adventurous, but like they were the ones that introduced me to like, you know, literally at like 6 years old I was listening to Green Day and Blink-182 and like No Doubt, Madonna. Like one of my mom's favorite artists is Adamant, and a lot of people don't know who Adamant is, and like I only know about him because of my mom. But like they were very into like ska, rock, like all types of music. And then like more on my mom's side, like my aunt, my uncle are very into like metal. So like because of them I knew like Korn and Metallica and like Pearl Jam, like I don't know, more Prodigy. Like I knew all these like oddly specific bands that like a lot of people my age did not know
at the time. And
like I remember at the time too being like I like some of it, but I would be like so irritated when my parents wanted to play their music, and I was like, oh, I'm so sick of this, blah blah blah. Now that I'm older, it's like I miss it. It's like so nostalgic for me. I literally have a playlist, a Spotify playlist that's called My Parents Used to Bump This, and it's basically like songs they would play on a road trip. And I just made a playlist out of it, and I listen to it all the time now.
No, that's That's so funny. I have like a playlist for each one of my parents.
Oh, that's
like
so
music
funny.
they listen to, like my mom and then my dad. They're very different playlists, but they definitely had their own taste for sure.
But yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, it's crazy to me when people are like, oh, my parents like only listened to this, or they didn't listen. Let me listen to music.
Yeah,
or, it's crazy to me when people are like not into music
at all.
I
know
that's wild to me, because coming from like such a musical household, I'm like, what do you mean you don't listen to music? You know, like music is just such a big part of my life. But I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful that my parents like introduced me to so many artists and like gave me such a wide variety of music, and like obviously like listen to like Backstreet Boys, Brittany and NSYNC, like Aaron Carter. Like, I don't know how I knew about these artists at like 4 or 5 years old. But my parents like really exposed me to all of them. I guess
like, we're gonna culture you.
No, literally. Yeah. So thanks, Mom and Dad.
I feel like I had older brothers, or I still have older brothers, but like they had a lot more of like the early 2000s punk / rock / screamo, like all of that type of music that I like listened to. Country was also like thrown in there. I'm getting into country a little bit more, but not in like the weird way, not in the gross way country, but like in the more fun country. But I feel like each phase of my life introduced like different music, you know, so it's cool when you're like growing up, you're more exposed, you hear like other people's like recommendations, so it's cool to see, like, especially within your own family, you're like, oh, this person likes this, but this person likes that, and they've introduced me to this. So I do appreciate when people know music rather than the people who are like, I actually wasn't allowed to listen to like Michael Jackson, wasn't allowed to listen to like any of these artists until I was like 18, you know. They don't have that like that background. But
exactly,
I would wake up and my mom's like playing like fucking Nora Jones like in the kitchen, and I'm like, I do that every morning.
Saturday mornings, my mom on her record player, I'd hear the vacuum and like Oingo Boingo,
just playing in the background. And so it's like that like sticks with you, and as an adult I feel like I do that every morning when I'm like making breakfast or something. I put on music, so I don't know, it's just cool like habit to have when you get no,
100%. I agree.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
I have like a couple more so songs, specific songs. Okay, so this was a song that I didn't get you into, but Cassie didn't like the song at first, and I was like, girl, give it another listen. I think it's supposed to be Apartment, but it's in Korean, but I don't know if it's actually, if it's like supposed to be Apartment. Is that what the song is called?
She said that it's like, it's just paraphrased like Apartment.
Okay, I mean, like, I know that it translates to apartment, but like considering that the song is just APT.
Yes, she said, I'm pretty sure there was an interview that she said that it's like supposed to be like Apartment.
Okay, so Apartment by Bruno Mars and Rose, right? Rose, such a fucking bop. Such a bop.
I will say that's a testament to me having to always like listen to things more than once to actually like it, you know, or to like feel the vibe. But it's so good.
It's so good. I was like singing it, and Cassie was like, eh. And I was like, no, girl, listen to it again. And then listen to it again. Because I was like, I've listened to it about 5 times today.
And it's so good.
It's so good. I'm always singing it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And it's so catchy.
So fun. Like, very different vibe for Bruno Mars. Yeah. Or kind of gives me like unorthodox jukebox vibes.
Yes.
But I really like it.
She said that she wasn't originally going to release it. Yeah, she like, so she made like, it's about like a Korean drinking game, like that's what it's inspired by, and she was like with her like producers or like her friends, and she was teaching them the game, and she's like and that's how the game goes, and they were like, oh, and then she like made the song, like a part of the song. A couple days later was like, maybe I shouldn't write that because it's like about a drinking game, like I don't know if that's like allowed. Made everyone delete it. Like, they recorded her.
Oh, wow.
Made everyone delete it. And then I think she either got Bruno on it, or she just, like, realized that it was a good song, and then she finally released it. But she wasn't going to release it at first. But it's, like, a pretty big song now. So, like, good that you did that, girl. But it was crazy. I was like, wow. I love to find out lore about songs.
No, definitely.
It's cool to find that out.
Yeah. Okay. Do you listen to Magdalena Bay at all?
I know one song, Kill Shot,
Okay.
that is pretty popular.
Uh-huh.
But that song is like that is a guilty pleasure song. I listen to that and it itches my brain like
Okay.
big scratch.
Yeah. Okay, I only know a couple songs from them, but I love Image.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
It's just like such a, I don't know, it's just like makes me just feel like I'm like vibing.
Yeah.
Vibing on a beach somewhere.
Have you heard
or like
Kill
something.
Shot?
I probably have.
I feel like you might have.
Okay, I'll have to listen to it again. Sometimes it's like when I've only listened to a song once or twice, I have to like listen to it again.
You have to. Yeah, I get it. They opened for someone I know, or I think they've like played at like festivals like that I've seen like them play live, and I've seen like their whole like their whole set, but I don't know what songs they're playing or anything like that. So sometimes I'm like, I think I just need to like listen to them in full and then like hear it out.
Yeah,
I just hear them in like passing, but
yeah, I'll like hear a song and I'm like, I don't know what song that is, but it was a
bop,
bop, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of that, when I went to the Casey Musgraves concert, I love Casey Musgraves. Let me just put that out there. She's like one of my favorites ever. She is just so good. A lot of people didn't love her new album, but I thought it was like so good. She had 2 openers. One of them, can't remember their names, so sorry, but it was like they were this weird folky / I don't know. I would say that they were folk, but they were so entertaining and they were so good. They did a cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Oh.
And I was like, oh,
interesting.
You guys ate that up.
Okay.
It was so funny. And then Father John Misty. Do you know him?
Yeah.
I had a spiritual fucking awakening.
I feel like you would. Yeah.
I am not joking. I have never felt that way while watching someone. I don't even know the songs he was singing. Like I can't, I've looked through the videos. I still can't figure out what song it is to like go back and listen to it on Spotify or something. But they were like so like captivating. I don't even know. I felt like I was like brought out of this earth and then shut back down to watch the Casey Musgraves
well, he is
concerts.
a father.
I was with Shay and we were both like, I think we both were converted.
Like I don't know what we were converted to, but
like may
I
the
don't even know
Father
what he
bless
looks
us.
like, but
He is like this middle-aged dude who
I'm gonna
like
look him up.
has like a scruffy beard.
Maybe I have seen pictures.
He was
of him.
he was giving Jesse Rutherford, but like in a better way.
Okay.
And like on pictures it might not do well.
I think I have seen him before.
But live, guys, I don't know why. I'm sorry for ranting about it, but literally it was one of the best parts of what we've done.
Wow. Concerts can give you like a religious experience.
I literally think it's
I don't
wild.
know what religion they're pushing, but
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like this wave of like good energy.
that was truly the 1975 concert. I was like, that was a religious experience.
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
No, that's very fair.
I felt that way at the Wallows concert. Like and it's not every concert,
but
there are some concerts that I'm like, I am truly a changed person after that. Like
I would say arguably Casey Musgraves was like one of the most soul shakening experiences of my life.
wow.
Because I loved that entire album and I knew it front to back.
Right.
She played some of her old songs, knew all of them, and I don't know, it just was so good.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Swift Eras Tour, I'm just gonna say it. No, everyone being in the stadium and knowing every lyric was very like I don't undescribable.
I will say, we've talked about this. You know how I feel about concerts, and I get all like mushy about them. That it's just such a special moment between people. This is gonna send us into our spiral again because we talk about how people are just like living their lives.
Yeah,
right? But it's like all these different people.
Yeah,
came to this one place because they like this artist or this band. And you're all just like you have this like connection with these strangers that you don't even. It's like a beautiful thing.
I love concerts.
Like
for
I
that.
literally get like emotional about it,
I agree.
and I'm like, this is such a special moment that we're sharing. That
We're
like
all just little humans.
yeah, and that if you're not there that night, you don't get to experience it.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I love when artists are like, put away your phones. Let's just have this moment for ourselves.
And I'm like, okay,
and I'm like, anything. This is actually like.
Yeah,
this is magic.
We
come to this place for magic.
No, I think so. And like I will never I feel like I won't experience stuff like that unless I'm at a concert. Because when you know most of their lyrics, everyone else is also on your same level.
Yeah, it's just a really special
It's so good.
thing.
It's so good. So I don't know. I just feel like it's always a good time when you go to a concert.
Yeah,
and
100%.
I'm really in a post-concert depression from all the concerts, so we need to go to another one.
Yeah, for sure.
ASAP.
ASAP. I think the last thing that I have. So love Dua Lipa. She's for sure an industry plant, but I love her. But
Mariah would be really mad about she hates my opinion on Dua Lipa.
Do you hate her? It's okay if you do.
I don't hate her. I really don't hate her. You'll catch me singing along.
Yeah, they're catchy.
I just maybe am not fully into her songs.
Fair.
You know, like I just think that I'm not I never catch myself listening to her
Okay,
songs.
fair.
But I will sing along because they're catchy.
I mean, like One Kiss, beautiful song.
Like
Perfect song. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I will say, so her newest album, she has a song called Happy For You. Funny story about the song. So I was watching Tiny Desk concert with John, and we were watching it, and like beautiful set. Like highly recommend you listen. I've seen
a picture of like it.
Okay, so like, or sorry, like not that the set was beautiful, but like not
the
like
set.
Not the set design.
Because wasn't it different though than the other Tiny Desks?
Maybe you're thinking of her Tiny Desk at Home.
Oh, I'm thinking of the one at home.
So there's a new one that just came out.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, not the set design. The set music was beautiful, right? And it was very like, I'll show you like a clip, but it was like very acoustic. And so she did some of her like upbeat songs, but like acoustic versions. And she did Happy For You. I've never heard this song before. I was like, this is like one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life. And like, she's sounded great.
Maybe
like,
I need to listen to it.
So good, right? So I was like, oh my God, this song's beautiful. Immediately look it up because John was like, I've never heard her sing like a ballad. It's always like these poppy hits. Right. So I look it up and I'm like, I go, imagine this is like a pop like anthem. I look it up. It's typical Dua Lipa, like boom, 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 boom. And I went, there's no fucking way. There's no way they ruined this song. Yeah. And we were so upset because we were like, it's a beautiful song that should only ever be played like this. So I'm upset at the real version of the song, but the Tiny Desk version, I'm obsessed with.
You know, I hate when artists have that because it's like they have like these awesome versions of their songs that they don't release. Yeah. But they only play it live. And I'm like, oh, dude, it pisses sounds so much better. Yeah. And like, I don't know if it's like a cash grab and they like want it to sound like more poppy and like.
I mean, Dua Lipa's whole brand
is a cash grab of a sort.
And is like poppy, you know.
Yeah. Which I think that like most of her songs, like they're good for the vibe that you're going for, like being hyped and everything. But if she were to play more music like that, then maybe like, or like, I think maybe my issue is a lot of her songs sound the same.
Yeah, no, that's
in like in a poppy way, which most pop songs do, but you know,
it does sound very like industry plant. And so like, I think with this, like she wrote these songs and stuff, and I was like, I really wish she would show this side of her, right? Where it was like more of these like slow ballads or like just more of a personal side of her. I think it would make her less industry plant, right? And like she did seem like more of a human in this Tiny Desk concert because I have heard of people who've gone to her concerts and like she doesn't seem human.
like a robot.
Yeah, like she's just like a performing little robot. So yeah, it would be nice if she like showed the side of her more.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I feel like there's just plenty of artists that like we'd be here for like 6 hours if we were to talk about every single one of them. But maybe we can say like our top 3 favorite genres. Okay. To kind of close it out.
Okay, deal.
And also I also would say like your type of like music and like what you're into, I feel like always comes in phases. Like at least for me, I switch it up almost every day. I'll have my staples. Right. I'll have the people that I listen to all the time. Right. But there's like different vibes, and I feel like that's okay. And your music taste can change periodically. So, when people like judge like kind of like what music other people are listening to, I'm just like, dude, at one point you're probably gonna listen to that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I can't really judge anyone's music tastes. So I always welcome music recommendations. I will always take that.
Yeah, I'm pretty open to like every music genre. The one that I really don't like is country. But my boyfriend likes country a lot, so I am forced to listen to it whenever I'm like in his car.
I feel like the girly country is just so good.
They're like, I don't mind Casey Musgraves.
Lainey Wilson is like one of my favorites too.
I don't really listen to her, but I know that like John listens to her. But it's, I mean, like Shania Twain, Carrie Underwood,
the classics.
Like I'm into them, or like more pop country.
Yeah.
John always tells me, like, because I listen to like Noah Kahan.
Yeah.
To him, he has songs that border country, but I'm like, he's folk, and I think that there's a difference.
There is a difference.
I'm like, just because there's a banjo doesn't mean it's country, you know. But I don't know. There's like a lot of songs, because recently my Spotify has been recommending country to me, and I'm like, stop, Spotify, you're really on thin ice right now. And John is like, it's because you're listening to Noah Kahan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just feel like he's folky though. Like
he's just. I feel like they get the country vibe because he's singing like country songs do sing, which is like from the heart.
Yeah.
Like they sing, their lyrics in country songs are sometimes just like really, really good.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like the production and how they're singing it can kind of like
and
phase it a
I think
little
that's
bit.
the thing is like, I don't like, okay, if we want to consider Noah Kahan country-ish, like he's singing these like beautiful lyrics and it's like, I don't know, the production's really good. I just can't with like, I'm getting my pickup truck and the scarecrow.
That's the scary country that I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like
or
that.
Or just like, I don't know, like whiskey and blah. I'm like, oh my God, this is too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
I will say I only have like maybe a good handful of country songs that I'll listen to. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but Mariah has been playing them and I'm like, damn, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Like Lainey Wilson.
Some of them are good. I mean,
she's a girly pop country singer that I'm like, oh. She just texted me that her brother thinks that Mater would sing Heart Like a Truck from her, and I'm gonna have to play it for you because I think you're gonna agree.
Okay, I already hate the title, but okay.
It's so good though.
Okay. But sorry, I just went on a rant about a genre I don't like, which is the opposite of what you said. So let's say our favorite genre.
Our top 3.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, I would say, again, this kind of changes, but my top 1, I feel like you're gonna be like, huh? It'll always be there, but R&B will always be my number 1. No matter what style of R&B that is, if it's like more modernized or if it's like from like the past. I love R&B. I find it very comforting. So R&B is like one of my favorites. Then it'll go to like alternative / indie. That's my second favorite, and then third will probably be like pop / like, do you like city pop? Do you know city pop?
Maybe I'm like
Japanese style city pop, like 80s Japanese.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's very like electronic,
like new wave.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I love that too. I wouldn't say like that's like in the top 3, but like that type of style where like artists will make pop sound different than like your normal pop songs.
Right.
I really like that as well. But that's just like top 3 for me in this current stage of my life.
Right.
But R&B I think will always be like a good chill vibe for me forever.
Fair.
Yeah.
For me, I think my number 1 is definitely like indie / alternative. Is just what I usually go for. I would probably say next would be like folk type vibes, and then I would probably also put pop at third. But yeah, I'm not one that goes for like super poppy songs or like bubblegum pop. Like I like different type of, I don't know, at the end of the day, pop just stands for popular.
Yeah.
And so
at the end of the day,
it's, you know, I listen to like top 100s occasionally, you know. So yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like people can like has whatever music that they like. But there are so many artists that I did not mention.
Same.
But we have pretty popular like, or a long list of playlists. I feel like our own
Yeah.
Spotify like profiles, we have a lot of playlists.
Yeah.
So I just listen to a lot of music, but if we would be here for like 6 hours if we were to go deep dive into
Truly.
every single one of them. But I'm sure we'll talk more about music at another point as
we
well.
love music.
With that being said, if there's any music that you guys are listening to or would like us to maybe listen to, let us know. We love getting recommendations from our friends or each other. We send each other music. So just continue the train. Jump on it. Let's talk about more music.
Have a convo.
Let's have a little convo.
Be sure to check out our newsletter, Patreon if y'all want. Comment down below, subscribe, follow us Instagram, TikTok, all the good things.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week for another
See
video.
you next week, everybody.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Mwah.